I was there just spewing it a bit. So not a long story.
No, not a long one.
Not a long story,
As
but
we can see there,
a story nonetheless.
There's the start list, Matt Lynch, of the women's 3,000
get me back on track.
metres. As we said, it has been a long day. Now, hip numbers again for this one, not lanes, hip numbers. Lauren Reid, New South Wales. Abigail Regan, Isabella Thornton-Bott, Heidi C, all New South Wales as well. Andrea Skeffafine from, looks like, Canada.
Yes,
So we've got
Canada.
an international out there. Emily Brikacek, ACT. Lyndon Hall, Victoria. Melinda Witchard and Lara Hamilton, New South Wales. Katrina Robinson, Queensland. Chloe Ty, New South Wales. Lillian Price, Queensland. Beth Croft, New South Wales. And rounding out this field is Melissa Duncan from Victoria. So this is a handy field here. We've got a number of top athletes in there. Heidi C, Emily Brikacek, Lyndon Hall, Melissa Duncan, Canadian in Andrea Skeffafine, if I've said that right.
Probably not.
But I gave it a crack anyway.
No, that's it. That's all you can ask. So we might see Andrea at the Commonwealth Games. She's a 15:08 5,000 metre runner, which she did on the 22nd of July 2017, which is very, very fast. So we've got a few athletes here coming down and coming up. Obviously, the 3,000 metres is not an open event distance, but it is a under-20 championship distance. So a few of these athletes are eligible. We'll see Katrina Robinson, she ran 9:12 at the Queensland 3,000 metre championships. New Zealander.
Yep. Now, I spoke to Lyndon Hall earlier today, and quite straight from Lyndon Hall, oh yeah, I'm just going to go out there and get an easy PB.
An easy
Easy
PB.
PB, she said. Now, she explained herself after that. Now, she hasn't run a 3K since the college days. So it's been a long time since she's gone and run a 3K.
Cork, 7th of July 2015.
There you go. So it's been 3 years since she's gone and run a 3K. So she's confident that she's in that sort of form that she can go out there and run an easy PB. Now, she said it was 9:12, I believe.
You're right on.
Boom, 9:12.
So she ran that awesome Hunter Track Classic 5K, 15:18.
Yep.
She won her first Open National title this year. She's third all-time in the 1,500 metres. I think she could do something special, and she's not mucking around.
No, she's not. She's really putting this to the rest of the field, really testing them to see what they've got and whether they're going to respond to this. She's run a few races like this on Australian soil before. This isn't unusual to Lyndon Hall. She is an athlete that can go out there on the front of the pack, really do the work and hold on all the way through this final stages of the races.
Yeah, I think she's in some very, very hot shape at the moment. Katrina Robinson there, the 18-year-old. And Skeffafine from Canada. Looks like she's leading the catch-up pack with Heidi C. And we'll see what they go through for the first kilometre. But it is Hall, and then 5-6 metres back to Robinson, and then back to the rest of the pack. So sub 3 minutes there, 2:59.29.5. I said that very strangely. I want a sugar high and a sugar low all at the same time.
Didn't think it was possible, but I've realised it is.
It is. We're feeling it. It's been a long few days. We've almost cleaned up 1.3 kilos of lollies.
Of Alan's red frogs.
And that's just the bag in front of us. There's been plenty of other lollies going on in the background. Background lollies.
Whatever we can do to keep us going through all these days of live streaming, because obviously we want to bring you live action from obviously the Junior Championships, but also the Sydney Grand Prix, where we currently have the women's 3,000 metres underway, and that's Lyndon Hall. She's out in front. She's got a really handy lead on the rest of the field. There's Lauren Hall. Katrina Robinson, sorry. That's Katrina Robinson in second. She's in a little bit of no woman's land, I'm going to say. No woman's land, where she's got about 25 metres to Lyndon Hall and then another 25 metres back to the rest of the pack. So
now, she's normally used to this front running, but it's kind of front running, but not at the front. Does that make sense?
It does make sense because obviously Lyndon Hall's at the front, but she's running like she would be at the front, in front of the pack. So that doesn't make sense to everyone else. We apologise, but it makes sense to us.
That's all that matters.
So as we see, coming up to the 5-minute mark of this 3,000 metres. Lyndon Hall looking really, really strong here. I think she's on for a PB. And the way she's doing it right now, it looks like it will be an easy PB. The rest of the field have got no answers at the moment to Lyndon Hall's pace.
She's pulling away from the field, but even then, Katrina Robinson's pulling away from the pack as well.
Now, I reckon Hall's probably got about 45 metres on Katrina Robinson at the moment. And Katrina Robinson's got 25 still back to the pack.
Now, Emily Brigacek, she's moved her way into the front of the pack now. And she's going to try and close that gap.
But still Lyndon Hall. All Lyndon Hall. Now, as you know, I'm not great at these stats. I don't know how to calculate how the athletes are going in these distance events.
She's turned it up.
So she's gone through in 5:54.93 through 2K, which is faster than she went through in the first K.
Yes.
So she's starting to turn it up.
She went 2:59 and now she's gone at 2:55.
So she's on for a sub-9 here.
Yes.
So she's on for a sub-9. PB of 9:12 and she's on for a sub-9. No wonder she said, I'm out here for an easy PB.
Yes, I just don't think easy and PB...
They shouldn't go hand in hand.
No, they really shouldn't.
But Lyndon Hall is doing that right now. There's no signs of her slowing down whatsoever.
No,
she's got about
actual physical signs of her speeding up.
Yeah.
There's empirical evidence of her speeding up right now, which is what we want to see.
We certainly do. As you see them go down the back straight, she's got about 60 to 70 metres on the rest of this field. As you can see there, the gap is absolutely huge. No one else has any sort of response whatsoever to the pace that Lyndon Hall is putting down on this track currently. What sort of time is she going to do here? Now, we'll see if we can get some stats on this one.
Now I've got the all-time list up on my screen.
There you go.
We'll see what she can do. But she's going to get the bell with the clock at 7:42.
If she goes inside 8:50, she will be top 10 all time. And she's doing this on her own.
10th is Donna McFarlane at 8:50.65. So she could get close here.
She's still looking strong. Can she get home? She needs to come home in a 68. Oof. To try and get that sub 8:50.
I think it's possible. She's about 30 seconds left to go.
And she comes around.
Here we go. Let's get her home.
20 seconds to go.
They're all up on their feet.
So she needs a 15-second last 100. Let's get behind her. The crowd here is getting behind her. She's digging deep. Lyndon Hall, she's done this from start to finish. She's led all the way. She's got a gap of about 80 metres over the rest of the field. Lyndon Hall taking Malika Bow, 8:53.29, which will put her as number 12 all time. And she's done it all by herself. What a run that was. Katrina Robinson comes over. She'll take second. Bricacek, the ACT athlete, in third.
That is a huge time for Katrina Robinson. 9:12 was her old PB, and looks to me like a 9:04, which will be a New Zealand national record in the under-20s. That is humongous. Not even that, they have under-19s. So it'd have been under-19s record and an under-20s while she's at it. Now, looking to see how she's moved up on the rankings. The rankings don't actually include 9:12. It starts at 9:08.90. So she's moved from not on the rankings to 12th all time.
Wow.
Emily Bricacek, brilliant running there for 9:06.
Now, looks like we got Tamsin down there with Lyndon, so we'll get Tamsin to have a little bit of a chat in just a sec with Lyndon. As we see Cruz Hogan there in the javelin, but we're going to go straight down to Tamsin. She's with Lyndon Hall.
Now, little birdie told me that you were after an easy PB this evening. Well, easy maybe not, but it was almost 20 seconds. Did you expect to take that much off the personal best?
I hadn't set it too high. I really wanted to break 9 minutes because 8 something sounds so much better. And I guess I've run a PB at 5K and training's been going really well. So my 3K PB was from like 2014. So I really should hope I should be able to beat it. Otherwise, we're probably doing something wrong.
Now, are you just doing this for training for your back end of a 1500, or is it something that you've got one eye on in the future?
Always jump at an opportunity to run a 3K because I don't come around that often. Sometimes they put stuff in the way you have to jump over, and I'm not very good at that. So, yeah.
The 5K maybe in the future as well? Add to that, to your repertoire?
Look, I'm pretty happy staying in the 15 right now. It's a lot of laps, and I remembered that running that 3K tonight. So pretty happy to be focusing on the 15 again.
Yep. Now, your 1500 is pretty special when you look at your personal best time. You're the third fastest Australian ever. You're only the third fastest in your club, though. Do you think that maybe that sub 4 minutes is on the cards this year?
I mean, we'd be lying if I said it wasn't, on the back of the mind most training sessions. Some of the guys I train with run sub 4 minutes and keeping up with them, so, hopefully that's a good sign.
Now, last season we saw a very different Lyndon Hall at this track at the National Championships. It was a very tight run, 1500, but you unfortunately got that third spot. You look disappointed. You've come into this season and you've just gone gangbusters and won nearly every race that you've put your toe to the line. For the Commonwealth Games, do you think maybe podium's the goal?
Oh, definitely wouldn't want to rule it out. The 1500 is one of those events that if you're in that final, and you run smart, you can be on the podium whether you're the fastest or the slowest going in. So, yeah, it's definitely something on the mind.
And last question, have you decided what colour ribbon you're going to wear for this Commonwealth Games?
Well, I might have to get team management to take me on a team trip to Spotlight with the uniform so I can colour match. It was really hard for Rio. I was trying